Today on Man Crafting, I'm going to show you step by step how to create this cup. The first step is to create the design. So for this particular cup, I'm using the Monster logo M. And I'm cutting that out on a Cricut vinyl cutter. And I'm using Cricut vinyl for this particular application. It's a non-permanent vinyl. And I've had real good luck with this particular color, not leaving any residue behind. After prepping and cleaning your cup, you're going to lay down your base coat. And again, for this logo, I'm only applying powder to the front part of the cup. I don't necessarily need 100% coverage. After applying the powder on my stand, I'm able to lower the base plate, and I actually have found that using the shop towels works pretty well for protecting the edge of the cup. Each powder is different, but for this particular powder, I'm putting the cup in the oven for about 7 minutes. I'm getting about a 70-75% cure, and then I'm going to cool it down and apply the logo. After cooling the cup, I check the temperature with my laser thermometer. Also, notice above my hand you'll see a grounding rod, and I've got a copper wire that runs outside to a earth ground, and then the wire runs to the tab on my Lazy Susan for grounding the cup when I'm applying the powder. Now that I have the cup at a comfortable temperature to handle, I'm going to apply the vinyl, and as always I put a line on there, and I've actually marked a couple of spots on the cup that are going to be covered with the black powder, so I'm not concerned about whether or not they come off. Once I've applied the vinyl and I'm happy with how it looks, I'm going to put it back in the oven, get the temperature probably over about 200 degrees, and then when I remove it, I want to apply the second coat of powder with a temperature on the cup around 150 to 180 degrees. I've had the cup in the oven for about 2 minutes, and I'm checking the temperature, and I see that because the oven's so warm, it's now over 200 degrees. So I bring it out and once again check the temperature before getting ready to apply the powder. With the second coat, it's important to have a good ground, and I'm not talking about just the ground from the actual powder coating gun or unit. You want to make sure that you have an earth ground. The first coat will actually go on pretty easy even if you don't have the best ground, but as you build up that powder, as you have a heavier coat, it takes a much better ground to dissipate that negative charge. At this point, I'm happy with the coverage that I have, and I'm lowering the base plate once again, and I'm tearing out the Scott towel to put the cup back in the oven. I'm putting the cup back in the oven just long enough to get the cup powder to flow, and once I see that I have a smooth surface, I'm going to pull it back out of the oven, and once the cup has cooled to a point that I'm comfortable handling it, I'm going to remove the vinyl to reveal the first coat. Once I've removed all the vinyl and I'm happy with the way the cup looks, I'm going to take the cup and put it back in the oven for the full cure time. So with this particular powder from Eastwood, I just happen to have some left over. This is a semi-gloss, and it's the only semi-gloss I have in black, so the actual directions say once the powder has flowed that you leave it in the oven for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. So this is a little bit different than a lot of the powders. Most of them will talk about PMT. This isn't one of them. People often ask me about the edges after I finish. Well, I just wanted to show you an up close just after they've taken it off the stand. That's what the edges look like, I would say 90% of the time. Every now and then I have the cup on crooked or something, and I'll get a little bit of an edge. Well, here's the finished cup. I hope this tutorial's helped you. I think that this method is a whole lot easier than the original Monster cup that I did. At the time I was having a tough time with grounding, and that was my workaround. But if you have a good ground, there's no reason you can't use this method. I'd also like to give a shout out to Gregory Brockett, who walked me through this process. He's been powder coating a little bit longer than I have, and his tips were extremely helpful. So again, thanks Gregory Brockett, one of the subscribers and commenters on this channel, and hopefully I'll be able to send him plenty of business over in Katy, Texas. Thanks for watching this channel. I hope you're having a great day. Please comment, like, subscribe in the area below the video. And if you have any questions, please ask them. I'll try to answer them. And if I don't know the answer, I'll find it out for you. Thanks a lot.